Okay, we just crossed over and we're standing around here.
We did a survey around Wapping and we made a map with loads and loads of information on it so we could get a better view of Wapping and how accessible it is for a person with a mobility impairment.
So this looks like a high curb, an obstacle for disabled people. Yeah, it's a high curb, it's higher up.
At St Peter's, disability equality issues and the social model of disability are being introduced within school assemblies and into the Year 4 curriculum through science, literacy and geography.
One of the topics that the Year 4 had to do was a survey of the local environment and how to improve it. So rather than doing a litter survey, which was on the plan, we went looking at how Wapping was accessible, if it was or if it wasn't, for a person with a visual impairment and a mobility impairment. Stairs, what kind of symbol could we do?
A zigzag.
So we took the skills that we wanted the children to learn to complete a map, to read a map, keys, and then drawing conclusions from data and just applied it to a different setting. I will do that again every year.
I think the council should change all the steps to ramps.
There are lots of cobbles and obstacles like bikes and lampposts.
There should be more railings and less obstacles for blind people. Please change Wapping.
We ended up writing letters to the council. I don't know if they'll ever act on it, and I doubt Wapping will lose its cobbles because of the historical value. But it actually gave children a real purpose. It enthused the children to no end, and we did a lot of homework related to it, and mainly because the children wanted to, and it got the parents talking about it, of thinking about the language they used, of thinking of how the expectations they have of someone with a disability, and maybe that they need to think about how they behave themselves rather than just putting the onus of a disabled person to change, and it's someone else's problem. Also the shopkeepers, got them thinking about it a bit more.
The doors with the ticks are good for wheelchairs.
And the one with the red cross is bad.
We think more ramps and more shops should have ramps in it, and so it's easier for a person in a wheelchair to travel around Wapping.
The Year 4 pupils loved it. They liked to actually feel that they could make a difference in terms of their local environment and see the practical implications when they walked around. The display then went up outside Year 4. That's been great because it showed photos of the work that the children had done. And that was something that when we had our Ofsted inspection in December, they commented on and they were pleased with that work.
Cobbles are sometimes good for a blind person because once they take a step on cobbles, then they know they're on a road or near a road.
But there was one good restaurant that was a ramp, but it was behind the back, so you had to go through this flat place and you had to go through there. Then there was a ramp for disabled people to go up through.
But in the front there were stairs.
I think that the children have now seen that all children are capable of success. And a very practical example of that is we've had links with a local school which has children with quite significant additional needs, and we've had a child that's come in from reception who's got a whole range of wheelchairs, and the children have really embraced that. And it's been very positive in how he's settled in our school.
So Nathan, this is a positive, so it would go another ramp.
We will do this disability equality work in the future because it had a really big impact on the staff and the children. They thoroughly enjoyed it. We were able to see that it's really practical to make links through geography, through science, also through literacy. And so as we review our curriculum, we will look at more ways to include this in our work.
Yeah, but what have we got that's really good? We've got a ramp.
We've done it. Oh, okay.
Nathan,
Okay.
could you open the door, please?
Come on. Watch.